So not only are they not being severely punished, it's not operating as a proper deterrent. Furthermore, and on top of that, it's using all of our taxpayer dollars to keep them in there. We're paying for them to be punished. All right. On top of that.
Or is it? If you go back to episode 1, you might learn a little something from the Snow Commission.
Yeah.
That Leonard Ulrich talks about. So I encourage you to go back to episode 1 and check that out. I think he's going to be including that in his volume 2, The Illusion of Money. Anyway, go ahead, Dan.
Okay, so beyond those facts, not only are these prisoners being paid to be there, but they're sharpening their skills in crime so that when we put them back out on the street, they can go and do it again. Now, this is not to say that every criminal does this, okay? I have another relative who was in prison, and he's got right with the Lord. He actually turned himself in for what he did, and, God's worked mightily in his life, as God has worked in Rollyn's life. You can change, but as we said at the beginning, this will only happen through the power and the blood of Jesus Christ.
I wanted to add this. How many of us have committed crimes and never been caught? Just think about it. I could tell you, and I will tell you, some things that I've done in my life in my testimony when we do those episodes. But I'll tell you what, I should have gone to jail. I definitely should have gone to jail. I mean, I've done some things, and I didn't get caught. So how am I any better than Rollyn? I'm not, and neither are you. Please remember that.
I think to wrap all this up, to say this, grace reigns supreme, whether you're a victim of a crime like this or any crime, or whether you're the perpetrator. And to both of us, I want to give this quote. I'm not sure who gives it. Oh, I believe it's from John Bunyan, one of his poems. Run, run, the law commands, but gives us neither feet nor hands. But better news the gospel brings, it bids us fly and gives us wings. And, I think that is so true. And I just want to say to our listeners out there, wrapping this up, we have talked about a rather controversial and to make not light of it, very painful topic for many people, including myself. But if you're out there and you are a victim, or if you're out there and you've even perpetrated one of these crimes and you've never been caught, please feel free to write to us. And if you need help, I promise you I will do everything in my power to find you someone who will help you work through this and to deal with it, what's been done to you or what you've done.
Just to my Christian brothers and sisters out there, we live in a world that is demonizing people for their sins, but only certain sins. And just please, we have to be the difference here. Like, what's different about us? If we're demonizing people along with the world, then, we're just buying into what the world is selling. And that's not what we're all about here at God's Property Radio. So thanks for making it through this episode, and we understand if you don't like us anymore.
That is if there's any of you left out there, except for probably Leonard. So, Leonard, thank you. We know that you're a faithful listener, man, and we appreciate it. So anyway, to kind of switch gears here now, we do have a guest coming on here shortly. We believe you'll all be excited about, and Sam's going to tell you who.
Oh, it's just so exciting. This is really, really, really awesome for us.
Drum roll?
No, yeah, we're going to be talking to Gonzo Shimura. He is the creator of Age of Deceit, the documentary, Fallen Angels and the New World Order. He's working on his second film right now, which is volume 2 of that series, entitled, I believe, Alchemy and the Rise of the Image of the Beast, or is it The Image of the Beast? I believe that was it. I believe that's what it is, but I could be paraphrasing horribly. That's just what I do.
That is it. I was just going over the Tom Horn Canary Cry interview today, and that is exactly what happened.
So, anyway, he's also the co-host and creator of Canary Cry Radio, whom I really would recommend everyone to go check out. If you really want to get a lot more insight and brains, go there.
Yeah. If you don't like us anymore, go to Canary Cry, okay?
Gonzo has also created the Prophecy Forum, which is a conference held in the Orange County, Los Angeles area every February. I believe it's just a once-a-year thing. I believe Douglas Hamp and Rob Skiba L.A. Marzulli.
Gons is speaking.
Gons himself is speaking. He's got a bunch of guys talking about what the church doesn't want to talk about, and that's kind of what we're doing here.
So as Sam was saying about the Prophecy Forum, this past year, 2014, it was in February, I believe the 22nd, the 23rd. I may have those dates wrong. And this next year when they have it, Sam and I are going to try and be in attendance. So if you are listening and we've got some fans out there, if you still like us after all this, we're going to try and be there. So if we're there and you are there, come on up, introduce yourself to us. We'd love to talk with you and get to know everyone else at the conference.
We're also committed to putting together an episode a month, without a doubt. I wish we could do more, but being dads and having our own jobs and families, it just gets a little crazy just putting one episode together a month. So for now, we're going to guarantee an episode a month, without a doubt. And if we start to stack them up, we'll just start putting out 2 a month. That's all up to God. If God puts more interviews in our hands, then we'll disperse them as we feel need be. Anyhow, really excited about episode number 6 with Gonzo Shimura. Stay tuned for that one. And we've got another testimonial as number 7, which will remain nameless once again for now.
So we have that testimonial coming up. We'll kind of give you what we're thinking in the lineup for episode 8. We're actually not going to say who that is just yet because we haven't spoken with them. We haven't spoken with any of these guys, but number 8 could be kind of sticky. We're not sure about that one yet, but we are hoping to have Douglas Hamp, a man named Todd Arend. Now, he doesn't really deal in the New World Order sections of things, but we'll be talking a lot about missions and what God is doing proactively as far as missions is concerned around the world, and he deals with a lot of the unreached and unengaged people groups. So that'll be a bit of a shift in perspective, but to kind of take a look of what's God doing on the offensive on kind of a large scale around the world with this, and then we're hoping to get, hopefully, mind you, L.A. Marzulli, and then we're hoping to cap off December with a discussion about Nimrod, Christmas, Easter, which we're also going to talk a little bit with Gonzo about. We're going to cap this all off to end 2014, Lord willing, with the one and only Rob Skiba. So that's what we're thinking, guys. We'll see if that all comes together, but that's what we're going to try and do.
Right. Anyways, enough about the upcoming stuff. We'll just keep it at 6 and 7 are planned, and stay tuned for those. I guess that wraps it up for episode 5 of God's Property Radio. Until then, don't buy into what the world is selling.
Thank you for listening to God's Property Radio. We thank you for your prayers and support. Until next time, don't buy into what the world's selling.
I was going to say, think outside the game. I haven't listened to too much Canary Cry, dude. Wow.
Until then, think outside the coin.
Not to coin your phrase, guys. All right. Until next time.
It's been really great. Canary Coin Radio.
Amen, brother.